guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to show you how to make this card using adorable elephants by my favourite things. I'm using some border dies, which I have from the works, and then I'm using my birthday greetings or birthday messages from Mama Elephant and some pattern paper that I've had for the longest time from PLUM. If I can link everything, I will. If I don't link the pattern paper, it's just because it's that old and I can't find it. But this is a great way of using up any scrap papers that you have. So right now I'm just taking 4 of the images from my adorable elephant stamp set, and one of them for some reason doesn't have eyes. I think that's just because this wasn't brand new when I bought it. It was second hand because I bought it from a fellow crafter, and I think she used it quite a bit as well, so I think that's the only reason for it. So I'm using a Tuxedo black ink to stamp my images, and I double stamp them, and then I'm going to do some colouring in, so I will leave a time frame on screen where to skip to. I will also speed it up a little bit, and I just stamped the happy birthday sentiment so I didn't have to do it later. So once I finished colouring in, I'm just going to cut these. I'm fussy cutting, I'm not brilliant at it, but I am learning. I watch a guy called Richard from 88 and Clear, and he does amazing, and he keeps telling me just to keep practicing and I'll get better with it. But there are coordinating dies that you can purchase, I just don't have them. Maybe that's something I will purchase in the future, especially if I keep making the cards with only these 3 sets that I have. So you will see on my channel that I seem to be using only happy hippos, adorable elephants, or very special birthdays, and that's because I generally just made Christmas cards. I never really did anything else. If I wanted a birthday card, I would just go out and buy one, but I'm definitely getting into this more often now, so I am expanding. So let me know down in the comments what your favourite birthday stamps are. I do have a couple more that I just recently purchased. To see those, go and watch my haul videos, it'll come up. And yeah, I'm now just taking a 6x4 inch card base and some of the pattern paper, and I was trying to work out, did I want half of the card with patterned, all of it, and then I was like, oh, I might put a border in here so it like ties in, and then I changed my mind. Sorry, my voice is going again, guys. So I ended up just cutting 2 borders out of white cardstock instead, and I'm just going to use the pattern paper as the background. So I'm using my stamping platform and some double-sided tape, and you will see me that I've nearly put double-sided tape all the way up the card base for the entire thing, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted to leave a white gap, even though at the very end you'll see that I'm like contemplating like there's something missing. So let me know down in the comments if you feel like I should have added something in the white space at the bottom of the card, because I can never figure that one out. And I'm going to speed this up because it's literally just me just doing double-sided tape for the next couple of minutes. So I will speed it up and insert a little bit of music just so it's not white noise. See you in a second, guys. Once I've removed all the backing from the double-sided tape, I'm just placing the card back in the corner of the stamping platform and pressing it down so I get the part of the card that I want with pad and paper. This way it always lines up and works perfectly. So I'm going to trim off the excess, and then I bring in the white border. So originally I was thinking of doing a diagonal, it just didn't look right. So I left a bit of a gap, as you can see, and I thought I'd make use of that. So I'm pushing it underneath, so it looks like it's part of the actual purple background. And I use some multi-matte medium glue to adhere it. Luckily it does dry clear, so you can't see it, thank God. And then I bring in a paintbrush to adhere the bottom portion of this. So there's not much that goes into it. I think these cards would be great for like batch making. You know, you could make these with all pattern papers and you will always get like a different card, but you'll always get like something totally different at the same time. And as you can see, I did put too much glue in one corner, so that's why I put it on the back of my hand. And I just rubbed it in, and then like that night when I finished, I was like, why is my skin peeling off my hand? And it wasn't, it was the glue. So I remember doing that in school, like when you have PVA glue like covering your entire hand. Let me know, guys, did you ever do that? So I'm now bringing in the 3D squares as well. So I'm going to use multi-matte medium glue to adhere the balloons because I didn't really want them to be too high up, and I'm just using my elephant as a way of working out the placements for it. And then I use 3D foam squares to adhere the elephants and the birthday banner. And I think this card turned out totally cute and definitely great for the name Adorable Elephants. But I do think this card could be great for baby showers or a newborn card. So maybe I'll do that. Basically, another thing that I want to know is, like, guys, is you don't necessarily need to keep buying new stamps. And the ones that you already have, you can make them very versatile. And there's a lot of things you can do. So like on the 17th of February, I did a collaboration with 3 other crafters using the stamp Thanks a Latte, and we all made different cards. 3 of them actually did make shaker cards, whereas I didn't. I made just a normal card with a couple of glossy accents and stuff, so it just goes to show that you can do so much with one stamp set. So I'm thinking of doing another collaboration, so if anybody is a YouTuber and a crafter and they want to do that, let me know down in the comments and I will definitely get in contact with you, or DM me on my Instagram because that will also be linked. And as you can see, I just screwed up the alignment, so I needed to move my elephant over a little bit. But I definitely love the elephants in the stamp set, and I don't think I did that bad of a job with actually fussy cutting these out. Normally I'm a lot more worse. The only thing that I'm not happy about is the banner because it isn't straight, and I can never do a straight line, like even when I use a ruler. I'm rubbish at it. So I have just bought a T-square ruler, so hopefully that will help in the future. And then I'm just bringing in some glossy accents, and I realized I should have waited till the very end because I do have to stamp a sentiment on the inside and also on the back of the card for my personal stamp, and I totally forgot. So my advice, guys, is make sure you do glossy accents at the very end when you don't have anything left to do. Otherwise you're very likely to smudge it. Luckily for me, I didn't, because I noticed my fault and I ended up just using an acrylic block instead, so it didn't turn out too bad. But if you want to use a stamping platform, then wait till the very end for the glossy accents. I think adding the glossy to the balloons definitely made them more realistic, so I love how they turned out. And I'm just adding some Wink of Stella to the white border. When you have this card in front of you in person, you can definitely see the white border, but on video it doesn't necessarily show up as much as I'd like it to. So I hope the photos that I take do this justice, but if not, I know the person that's going to receive this is definitely going to be happy with it. Also, the reason why the background is purple is because I asked her favorite color and she said purple was. And I was originally going to do purple balloons, but I didn't think they'd stand out as much, so that's why I didn't bother. And I'm also adding the Wink of Stella underneath for a bit of shadowing. And then I went a bit overboard by adding it to the banner. So, like, I don't know if you'll see it in video, but I did add a bit too much because you can see the color starting to move from the ink. And that's because of the amount that I used. So, yeah, I'm a little heavy-handed when it comes to stuff like that. So here's the Wink of Stella. And then I'm just bringing in some Pretty Pink Posh sequins. This is the Sugar Plum mix. I'm taking 2 of the dark purples just so they stand out a little bit. I was going to use the like lilac color, but they didn't really show up on the card, so that's why I went for this one. Also, I get a lot of questions about the tool that I'm using right now. I actually got those from Scratch Art, but I did manage to find them in a pack where you can buy them, so I will leave them linked as well. And as you can see, for some reason I couldn't get my glue out, so I don't know if it's because I had the tool in my hand at the same time, but I figured it out. So, and then I just bring in my DOVECRAFT Pearl Effects, which I buy from Poundland, but you can buy them on eBay and Amazon and everything else, so I will leave a link. And I'm just using the purple, and this matches great with the sequins. So I just kept them off so you can't see the glue or the purple background underneath the sequin. And I kept looking like, do I add something to the bottom of the card or not? So I messaged one of my crafty friends and I was like, do you think I should add anything? And they said no. They said it looks okay. So let me know, guys. Do you think I should have added another sentiment or just left it like I did? And then I'm just bringing in my personal stamp, which again I bought from eBay, which will also be linked. And basically they have 3 different sizes. I got the smallest. Basically what you do is you message them with what writing you want. So mine says handmade. I think it says handmade by Kelly's Craft, and obviously has a big initial in the middle. And you get to choose what size it is, but obviously I wanted a smaller size because I don't really do big cards. So it cost me, I think, £8.95, I think. So, and I'm just bringing in the sentiment, yay, it's your birthday, from Mama Elephant's birthday messages, and using the same stamp ink, which is in the shade Grape Jelly. And that's pretty much it for the card. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on my socials. Follow the girl I send this to on her socials, and I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting and stay safe, guys. See you later.